Terrence Bradford was used to running boardrooms and making decisions that affected thousands. As the CEO of a successful airline, he had faced challenges most people could never imagine. But nothing had prepared him for the humiliation he would experience on his own flight. Boarding his airline's first-class cabin, Terrence presented his ticket and identification with calm confidence. Every protocol was in order. He had paid for his seat, earned the right to sit there, and yet, moments after stepping into the cabin, he was met with disbelief and resistance. Captain Hutchinson, a senior pilot in his 50s, approached Terrence with a stiff demeanor. "I'm going to need you to move to the back," he said, as if his authority alone justified the action. Terrence blinked in surprise. "Excuse me?" he asked, holding up his boarding pass. The captain ignored the document and insisted again. Passengers around them began to whisper and glance at one another. Some reached for their phones, sensing that something extraordinary was unfolding. Terrence, maintaining his composure, asked calmly why he was being asked to leave. The explanation was vague, but the implication was clear. His race had triggered doubt and discomfort, even among those who worked for him. At first, Terrence considered complying, but something inside him refused. He was not just a CEO that day. He was a black man asserting his dignity in the face of systemic bias. With a firm but respectful voice, he refused to move. "I have the right to my seat," he said. "I am the passenger assigned to this seat." The tension in the cabin escalated. Whispers turned to murmurs. Some passengers nodded in quiet support, while others looked uncomfortable, unsure how to respond. The captain, realizing that the situation was escalating beyond control, tried to assert authority, but it was too late. Terrence's refusal had drawn attention, and the disparity between his calm dignity and the pilot's rigid posturing could not be ignored. Within minutes, airline management was notified. Investigations began. It quickly became clear that discrimination had occurred. Captain Hutchinson was removed from duty pending review. The story spread rapidly, becoming a viral example of how even those in positions of power are not immune to the everyday realities of racial bias. But this was not just a story of confrontation. Terrence used the incident as a catalyst for change. He worked with his airline to implement new anti-discrimination training, updated policies for all staff, and created scholarship programs for employees and passengers affected by bias. His courage turned a personal humiliation into a moment that transformed the company and sparked conversations across the aviation industry. Terrence Bradford's experience is a reminder that racism is not always overt, but it can manifest in subtle ways that challenge dignity and authority. The true power lies in responding with calm, confidence, and a determination to demand accountability. From boardrooms to airplane cabins, systemic bias exists, but so does the power of those willing to confront it. Terrence's actions demonstrate that speaking up, standing firm, and refusing to be silenced can create real change, even at the highest levels. This story is more than a single flight. It's a lesson in courage, accountability, and the ongoing fight for justice in everyday moments.